What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my grandmother's sewing room. Today I just want to do a quick video on how to make a pair of cropped tapered pants, because within kind of techwear it's kind of hard to find good options for cropped pants, and I think it's a good option for spring, summer, and fall outfits. So I went ahead and picked up a pair of Wrangler Outdoor Series hiking pants. They do have like a nice four-way stretch material on them, and a couple extra pockets and a TECHWEAR coating. I do have this pair of pants in a green version that I did a video on how to taper, and I have two other colors, one in black and then one in tan, that are just tapered again. But I really like these pants. They're inexpensive, however I think they're pretty good quality, so I think it's a good candidate for these. However, you can go on Amazon, pick up any tactical hiking pants or whatever, and do this. And then that way it's to your liking. They should fit you quite nicely then. For reference, I do have a pair of PacSun cotton trousers that are cropped and tapered, and I really like the fit of these. I wear them all the time. However, it's kind of lacking performance, so that kind of inspired me to go ahead, pick up this pair, and go ahead and do this video. So, quick disclaimer, I am not good at sewing, so I'm just going to kind of be winging it this whole entire time. However, I am going to be consulting my grandma a little bit for some tips here and there, but it should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, so with that being said, let's get into the video. So the game plan for this, I'm going to use these PacSun pants as a basic template for the new one. So right above these buttons right here, which you use to kind of cuff them, I'm going to cut right near there. And you want to leave a little bit of space so you can fold it over a couple times and then sew the new hem, so you don't have any raw edges that are going to come kind of unfrayed over time. And then once I crop it to the length I want it to, then I'm going to slightly taper them down just a little bit. I'm not going to make the same mistake as I did with the last pair of pants I sewed, where I made them way too skinny. So hopefully everything goes well. Yeah. So for some very rough estimates on the measurements of these pants, so the inseam I'm kind of going for is about 24 inches. However, remember to cut it a little bit longer, so about to 26, so you can fold it underneath, and then sew the new hem. And then from the very top of the pants down to the very bottom, we're looking about 34, 35 inches. Okay, I'm going to cut just right above these buttons right here, and that should give me enough room to fold it about 2 times and then get a new hem roughly the same. It doesn't have to be exactly, because you know, these are just some DIYs. So hopefully I don't goof. Should I use scissors for this? Probably. Boom, look at that. Wow. So what we did, this was kind of a pain in the ass to do, but so to hem them, you kind of measure an inch or however much you want to fold it over. The bigger it is, the easier it's going to be. So we just did an inch, and then you pin it, and you do that all the way around the circumference of the leg opening. And then once you have an inch pinned along, then you fold it again for the second time, and then pin it through both sides, and then take the first pins out. And then you kind of have to adjust on and off. And I think these pants, because they're like 25 bucks, so they're not like the most high quality thing in the world. I think there was like a slight like flaw in them, because like it's kind of hard to get both exactly lined up. So roughly the length of the pants are really close, but no one's gonna notice while you're wearing them. So obviously this is just a DIY thing, so it's not like imperative that it has to be like absolutely perfect. So yeah, when you sew along the top part of this new hem right here, kind of right by this red pin head, so on the inside, so on the upper part, so that way it doesn't flop down at all, and it's nice and tight and taut right up there. Once you have the pants kind of hemmed how you like it and all pinned up, then go ahead and just kind of stick it under right here, and then that's where you're going to sew right along here. Then as you go, take the pins out and go all the way around the pant leg, and you will be good. I'm gonna turn it on. Also, because it does have like some spandex, it is that kind of stretchy fabric, don't pull it when you're sewing, because then when you're done sewing, it's gonna be all like kind of fucked up. So don't do that. then I would go ahead and stitch 2 times or even maybe 3 times all the way around, just so the hem doesn't come undone. Oh, and then when you get to the end after doing your second lap, hit the reverse button and kind of go back and forth, just to make sure it's nice and strong. I would probably go back and forth, maybe like 4, 5 times. Just go back like an inch or so, and then go forward again. It just kind of really locks the stitching in place. All right, so just got done. Pull that back, cut the thread off, and there you go. Now you have your new hem. You start cleaning up a little bit extra bit of thread right there, and yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. I'm not gonna show you guys that because same process, and then I will briefly show you guys how to slightly taper them once again. So yeah, so this is what they look like before I'm gonna taper them. As you can see, they do kind of flare out. That's because of the cut originally, and then once you hem them, they kind of do that. So what I'm going to do is just kind of taper them a little bit from each of the inseams, well, I guess inseam and outer seam, just a little bit on each side, just starting about right here and kind of going down. But other than that, I like the length of them. They kind of flare out about starting about right here on each side, and bell bottoms are not the move, I don't think so. Okay, so I turned them inside out, and then what I'm going to do is just slowly kind of pin both sides and just barely take off a little bit of each, sew them, and then cut off the excess, turn them right side out again, and then boom, we should be completely done. I put the PacSun crop pants over the ones I'm kind of working on right now, and as you can see, definitely I do need to taper them quite a bit. They are at, the PacSun pants are just over 7 inches, whereas the unaltered ones are just over 8. So my plan is I want to take about 1/2 inch off each side of the leg. And so really you only want to go to the original inseam and then just go 1/4 of an inch on each side, because then it's doubled. So if you do 1/4, then that total, and you sew it and then you unfold it, that's a total of 1/2 inch. So just go from the original inseam right there and just pin it at 1/4 of an inch. Boom. And then just be very careful and measure on each side and take your time with it, and then be sure to try them on, like turn them right side out again and try them on, because I didn't do that last time and I wasn't happy with the fit and it was completely my fault. So yeah. Hey, so this is the how the taper should look. I kind of got rid of the flares. What I did, it was right now I have pins on both sides, on both inseams, or I guess inseam, outer seam, whatever. So I just gotta be careful when I pull it off, I don't get poked, and then I'm gonna sew it like this, and hopefully it all works out. So I like how they fit right now. My game plan is to sew on the outside of the pins right there on both sides, just to make sure I give myself enough room. So I just play it safe and I don't make it too skinny like I did last time, because I'd rather have it be a little bit too wide and I can correct it than have it be too skinny, and then it's a much bigger pain to like unstitch everything and redo it all. So So I really like how these pants turned out. I really enjoy how clean the silhouette is. These pants don't have a lot of features on them, but they do have that nice 4-way stretch fabric and that DWR coating, and then like a small pocket on the side to keep whatever in. But I do like how they came out a little bit on the slimmer side. I think they're very good for like everyday use. But if you guys don't have a sewing machine or like a grandma to help you at your disposal, you could always take these whatever hiking or tactical pants to a tailor, and then they'll have you try them on for them, and you can just show them how high you want them hemmed and like how you want them tapered, and they should be able to do it, and it should turn out actually better than mine, because that's what they do for a living, and I'm a complete amateur when it comes to sewing. But on Target.com. They don't have these exact pants on there anymore. However, I'm gonna link to a similar one. I think it's still on Walmart.com. And then I'm also gonna go on Amazon and link some other pants that I think would work well with this DIY. So, but with that being said, thank you guys for stopping by, and I really appreciate everyone who subscribes too. I really do appreciate every single one. With that being said, I will see you in a video pretty soon. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon.